Welcome back to Jets Driver's Seat. I'm Vin, and ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 24 hours from New York Jets football. Real New York Jets football. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'll be there bright and early. Estimated to be in the parking lot right around 8:30. I don't know if we'll get there for 8 o'clock gates, but a little bit of a drive. But I want to go through before this season officially starts. We had some great games last night, or one great game last night. I want to go through my prediction for the Jets season, game by game. So we'll start off with tomorrow. I gave you guys the breakdown the other day of what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I think they come out on top, start the season off right, start the Aaron Rodgers, slip of the tongue there, the Aaron Glenn regime off right. They're going start 1-0. Week 2, we got Buffalo. Sorry, I'm driving and I'm trying to look at my notes here. Week 2 versus Buffalo, I think it's a loss. I think Buffalo is still kind of going to outclass us a little bit. That team is very good this early in the season. I don't know if the Jets are going to be there yet. I think they hang tough with them, make it a game. I don't think they're going to get blown out, but I don't think they're going to walk away with this one. I think it start 1-1 now. Week 3, Tampa Bay at Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay a lot. I always love Baker Mayfield. I think that team is going to be pretty dang good. I'm going to say it's a loss. They're on the road. Good Tampa team. Good quarterback. Start 1-2. There's worse things. Tampa's going to be a playoff team this year. They should be, in my opinion. Then we got week 3 at Miami. I think they're going to walk into Miami and win that game. I don't believe in Miami this year. I think McDaniels is a dead man walking. I think he's kind of lost that team a bit. And I think Aaron Glenn will relish winning in Miami. He had that 99-yard touchdown interception all those years ago. I think he remembers what that rivalry was. It hasn't been the same the last decade or so because both franchises have been just so bad. But I think he's going to relish winning in Miami. It'll be his first away game win. They'll start 2-2. Week 3, coming back home to Dallas. Dallas, actually, they looked better than I thought they'd look. On Thursday, I kind of thought they were going to be a clown show this year, especially after the whole Micah Parsons thing. CeeDee Lamb catches that ball, they win the game. So, that's a tough one. Week 1 lies a lot. I think a lot of bad teams look better than they are in Week 1, and a lot of good teams look worse than they are in Week 1. So, we'll see how they turn out, but that offense looks like it's going to be just fine. That defense sucks. So that's maybe our saving grace is the Jets might be able to score on them more readily than they would other teams. And I think the Jets defense is good enough where they're going to hold them. And they're going to start the season 3-2 with a win there. Now we're going versus Denver in London. I'm going to call that one a loss. I think Denver's going to be really good this year, really tough. Sean Payton, great team. It's one of Aaron Glenn's mentors. I'm sure he'd love to win that game, but I think he's not ready to beat the master quite yet, especially that early in the season, that early into his coaching career, and going overseas to London. There's too many variables. I think they're going to lose that game. That's all right. 3-3, still 500, a quarter of the way through the year. Come back home to Carolina. I think you should beat Carolina. If you're going to be a decent team, I think Bryce Young is a little better than people give him credit for. I think he's going to be fine. He had a rough rookie year, but I think he'll be just fine. I still think they're going to win that game, though, especially at home. Starting 4-3, still over 500. Nice start. I mean, it's a little back and forth all year, but I'm liking it. 4-3. Then they're going to Cincinnati. At Cincinnati, I don't know if they have the horses to keep up with that offense just yet. The defense will mute them a little bit, but Cincinnati's going to get their points. Joe Burrow is going to be fine. They're going to lose that game in Cincinnati, and it's okay. It's fine. Next game, home versus Cleveland. You better goddamn win that game. If you lose that game, we got problems. 5-4. Still going. Next, they go to New England. I think they're going to lose that game. I think they end up splitting the series. We'll get to that later with New England. Mike Vrabel is a great head coach. That team is going to be solid. I don't know if they'll be great. I kind of view the Jets and the Patriots as similar spots that they're in right now. But I think New England holds on to that one. Gets their first lick in versus Aaron Glenn. I think they're going to win that game. So that's a loss for us. We drop down, still 500, 5-5. Now they go to Baltimore. That's real tough. I think that's a pretty dead set loss unless there's some shenanigans going on. But 5-6. I don't know if they really stand much of a chance versus Baltimore. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, obviously, but Baltimore is kind of the class of the AFC right now. That's going to be tough. Then they go home versus Atlanta. And I think Atlanta's going to be pretty solid. I think this might be the first game where you're like, ooh, this kind of sucks. And I think they're going to lose. And now they're on a 3-game losing streak. They're 5-7. They're still kind of like in the hunt. They're poking around. But I think this is where we're going to start seeing where this team is really made out of. 3-game skid. Can they right the ship? What's going to go on? A home loss, too, versus a team that I think talent-wise they're right in bed with. But I think this is maybe they skip one and they lose this game. Especially coming off a tough game versus Baltimore. This is all obviously barring any injuries. We don't know how that's going to affect the season. Everything changes after week 1, after week 2, all that anyway. But 5-7, loss, home versus Atlanta. Next week is home versus Miami. I think they're sweeping Miami. I think Miami are on their way down. I think they sweep Miami this year. It's a nice little notch in Aaron Glenn's belt. 6-7, get off the snide. Feel good a little bit. Next game is at Jacksonville. I'm calling this one a loss. 6-8. I think Trevor Lawrence has a nice bounce back year with Liam Cohen. I believe in Jacksonville a little bit this year. I think they got the head coach right, and I think that offense is at least going to be very good. It happens. You're going to lose that game. You're away. 6-8. Now they go down to New Orleans. You better win that game too. So 7-8. New Orleans, I think, is going to be the worst team in the league. They should end up with the first overall pick. I don't know if they go 0-17. They probably will win a game or two, but it better not be that game. Probably going to be an ugly game. I don't think that defense can stop anything. So they might just run the ball 1,000 times. We'll see. So they are now 7-8 with 2 weeks left to go. Their picture is in the hunt graphic. When you're watching the primetime games, I'm happy with that at that point. They've kind of accomplished what I want them to accomplish in that year. Next game, home versus New England. I think they split the series, so I think they're going to win that game 8-8 going into the last game of the year. I think that's a real nice start for Aaron Glenn. I think they're just going to be that's going to be a really, I think, fun, probably heart-wrenching kind of game. And I think they're going to just come out at the end with it, split the series, New England, 8-8. Last game of the year, they go to Buffalo, early January. Who knows? Maybe the snow is falling. I just don't see them keeping up with Buffalo. Unless Buffalo's resting starters at that point, I think they lose that game. They're 8-9. And you guys know, like, at 8-9, there's a couple coin flips in there where maybe they do beat Jacksonville. Maybe they do beat Atlanta. And now maybe you're 10-7 instead of 8-9. Like, there's a route here to a playoff berth. Being conservative, especially after the AVT injury, I think 8-9 is a very doable record. And then, you know, there's bad bounces too sometimes, and maybe they are 7-10, and maybe a game or two, someone's better than we're expecting them to be. Maybe Joe Flacco has the Browns actually pretty competitive this year. We'll see. But 8-9 official prediction. Book it. Use that to bet on every single game this year. I told you exactly what's going to happen. 8-9. I'm excited for tomorrow, guys. Let's get that win. See you next time.